Hey y'all, Justnaturallytiff here, and we are back with another book review. Today we're going to be talking about Black Cake. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, hey girl. First we're going to talk about the book, no spoilers, then we will get into the spoilers. So if you have not read the book, you'll need to skip that section. You can come back after you read the book, come back to that section, watch it, and get down in the chat in the conversation with us. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Black Cake, and then at the very end I will reveal my rating of this book. First off, look at how beautiful the book is. Like, this is such a beautiful book. The colors, just everything about it, just a very beautiful book. Even on the inside, I really love the illustration of the swimmer at the beginning. When I first saw the swimmer and I'm like, Black Cake, I didn't get it. Didn't understand the significance of the swimmer, but you will. This book is about Mrs. Eleanor Bennett. She has recently passed, and she left a recording for her children that she wants them to listen to. Her children are Byron and Benny. She wants them to listen to the recording, and then she wants them to share a black cake together when the time is right. Black cake is a Caribbean dessert. Black cake is very significant in their family, hence the title Black Cake. So the children, Byron and Benny, they're not children, they're adults. They're maybe in their 40s and 50s, somewhere in there. So they're not children, they are adults. They have not spoken to each other in a very long time. There was a big falling out one year on Thanksgiving, and the family has been divided since then. When the mother, Eleanor Bennett, passes, they are reconnected for the first time. Through this recording, they get a little bit of healing. They start to understand each other. They start to understand their mother, their father, and they learn a lot of different things about their mother that they had no clue. They were given a very generic backstory on their mother, and they find out that that is not true. They learn a lot of things about their mother that really shake them to the core. And I'm starting to get a little bit emotional. This book did make me emotional, just thinking about Eleanor Bennett and her life and all the things that she went through and experienced. This is not a plot-driven book. This is a character-driven book. So if you would like to learn about a family, it's just a story about a family or a lady, Eleanor Bennett, her life, her family, and her friends. Story about family dynamics, love, heartbreak, betrayal, and healing. I really enjoyed the book. It is very different from the books that I typically read. It's a book that makes you think about your relationships, what you need to heal from. It just makes you think about your own life. There's not like things just happening. It's about Eleanor Bennett. It's about a Black woman. Now, let's get into the spoilers.
A few moments later.
Y'all, the part that really hit me was Kobe's dad. Kobe's daddy, I can't believe him. I really can't believe him that he would do that. That he would have his daughter marry Little Man. Little Man of all people. Because you got a gambling problem. I can't believe him. I would never understand how people sell their daughters basically to like wicked men. I don't get it. Like, how do you do that? It's heartbreaking. It is really heartbreaking to think about. And he put her on this path of always running, hiding, lying, not being able to be her true self. Like, he put her on this path. At the end, when Byron snapped on him, I felt that. I felt every bit of that, because he deserved to be snapped on. I mean, he just sitting there with the girls just talking about stuff like it's just so casual. Like, yeah, I used to be a gambler. Yeah, and it got you into a lot of trouble. And that's why you had not spoken to your daughter in years. Thought your daughter was dead. He just casually, yeah, I used to be big into gambling. Huh? So I definitely understood where Byron was coming from. Benny, I really enjoyed Benny. She was so, just very much like myself. How she would just grab a pillow to her middle. Like, when I get on the couch, I didn't get the relationship with the lawyer. It was just kind of weird. But at the same time, I think this is kind of just a story. Like it doesn't always make sense. I think it's very real, very, very real. Like The Color Purple is kind of just like a story. There's no real point. Of course there's lessons in it, just like there's lessons that we could find in this book, but The Color Purple is just like a story about two sisters, and it's not like things are just happening, which is what I was saying before. And so you have to find the little lessons in it. My heart just broke for Kobe. The stuff with little man, like he just was so slimy. The way he just came in the house that day, like,
Paul, why is you here?
and I was so glad when she got away, but also I was scared for her because I knew, like, a life on the run, like, girl, that's difficult. And then when she saw Gibbs across the street, my heart just melted for her. She needed a win so bad. She just loss after loss after loss. The sister that we did, I am so glad that they found their sister. It hurts my heart that she didn't get to meet her mom and talk to her and hug her. It breaks my heart, but the fact that she has siblings that she can connect with, that was great. I just wish that she could have connected with her. Her mom was so distraught behind that. I'm glad that she knew who her daughter was before she passed, but I wish they could have got to me. I want to talk to you guys about what this book made you feel. How did you connect to it? What's a part that really stood out to you? The part that I really connected with was when she would have her bad days and she would just lay in bed and just look at the ceiling. As a mother, sometimes you have difficult days and you just try so hard to kind of shield your children from that so that they don't feel it. But sometimes it's hard. Things that I didn't understand were the relationships of Byron and Benny. Like, I didn't understand why some of those were in the book. The relationship with Lynette, it just, to me, it didn't serve any purpose. But I guess, again, like, it's just a story about people. And then at the end, when Benny was in the meerkat costume and she met that guy, and it's like they struck up maybe something there, and we just never heard about him again. So just things like that. Like, I wanted it to wrap up a little bit better, but maybe we'll see that in the show when that comes out. So I'm excited to see where everything leads and see where they take the show and if the show goes beyond the book. So now let's go ahead and join everybody else back in the no spoiler section. Alrighty, Black Cake. My rating of this book is a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm giving this a 4 star because I really connected with this book emotionally. I enjoyed it. We experienced like the wins with Covey and the losses. Yeah, it was an emotional time. But I picked this up because it is a story, it is a Black story. It's by a Black author, and I want to read more of our stories. And I enjoyed it. It really captivated me as far as my emotions. I was fully invested. I'm really excited for the Hulu series. This is a rare occasion because typically I think that books are always better than the movies or the shows, but I think I would love to see this play out on the TV show. To me, it's kind of giving Black Sugar vibes. Thank you so much for watching, and if you made it to this part of the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel here and this new thing that I am starting to do with these books. I want to see it grow. Until next time, bye.